So in the beginning of the film, we see Eva. Eva is a princess to whom a man tells the story of a king. He had a magical crown with which he could do anything. It fulfilled everyone's wishes, and everyone wanted to have it. Among them was a magician named Zafar who wanted to kill the king and take the crown. But the king's magic was so powerful that Zafar could not kill the king with his magic, nor could he take his crown. That is why in anger he curses the king that he will remain alone for thousands of years, and every person who sees him will turn into stone. Eva did not believe all this. The boss said, "No, princess. All these things are true, and with the help of the king's crown, you can also cure your father, who was very ill." After passing by, we are now shown a man named Métis. He is blind. He cannot see, but is a very good blacksmith. He makes weapons for all the soldiers of the king himself. While he was making weapons, a man came and asked him if the king was preparing for a war. Then Martin thought, no, the king is ill. The king's advisor is preparing for a war against the king. He believes that he wants to take over the king's throne. Here again, we see Aoife, who had come to her father. She tells her father, "I know, there is a way to treat you. I will definitely bring the crown of lion, which will cure you." Then the king said to her, "No, my child, these are all stories. There is no one here, and there is no magical crown. You just find a king whom you can marry, and then she will take care of all my kingdom." Hearing this, she was about to leave from here in sadness when someone stopped her. The king's advisor tells the king that the story of the King of Lions is absolutely true. The route to the Lion King's palace is actually hidden from everyone by your dad on a map. All the kings went to look for the crown of the city, but whoever did it never returned. That is why Pracha is afraid that no one should go there. But if you had a brother, he would have definitely taken this risk for the king. Eva agreed to his word. She thought that he might be playing some trick. After talking, Eva stole the map from the king's room and rode on her horse. The king left from here. Before going out to get the crown of the city, Eva wore a very big gown. Because of this gown, the soldier could not recognize him. He thought she was a thief and started stopping Eva. But Eva pushed everyone away from here with her horse. The one who was watching all this did not stop the young man, and as soon as he left from here, he went and informed the king that the young man has run away from here. The king got scared after hearing this to get the crown of the royal king lion, and the king told her to go and send all the soldiers. "I need my daughter back alive and safe immediately, but whatever you say is not possible. I do not have the authority to give orders to anyone here. If you make me the king here, then I can do the work of finding your daughter." The king, who was already troubled by his illness, could not bear the separation from his daughter, so he made a ban on the king until the princess returned. He became very happy to hear this because his plan had worked well. Anyway, till date, no one had returned from the king's palace, so he did not send anyone to search for her, because now there was no need for him, who now goes in his clothes and talks to someone in his magic mirror, to which he told that, "Now the king has made me the new king here. I will soon attack the other kingdoms here and make them mine too, and then rule the whole world. See? The princess is going to the king's city. She will pass by you. Don't leave him with the power to never come back." They end up talking, and on the other side, we are shown Dobara, who was doing all the work very well, despite not being in the jungle at this time, and now he comes home with a Christmas tree, where his mother scolds him, "Why do you go into so much danger every day?" He says, "Mom, don't worry. I can do all the work, of course not here, but all my other senses work more." He had brought a Christmas tree because Christmas was about to come in the coming days, and he wanted to decorate this tree himself. These people were still talking. It was shown that Eva had reached their city. Eva had to get her old sword sharpened. When she asked people about a blacksmith, people took her to Martin's shop. Martin goes close to her and asks her, "How can I help you?" Eva says, "I have to get my sword sharpened, and I also have to get my horse's shoe put in." Madi said, "Till I do all this, you are with my mom." Eva obeyed him and started knocking on the door of his house. As soon as she came out, she gasped with joy. She recognized the young man. Being a princess in her house, she became so confused that she did not know what to do. She made the princess sit in her house and kept all the things made in her house in front of her. They started talking. In a short while, Martin brought his sharpened sword to her, and in the course of conversation, Eva told both of them that she was going towards the city palace. Hearing this, Martin's mother became very angry and said, "Why are you taking such a risk? Till date, no one has survived from there." On this, Eva said that I have to cure my dad at any cost, and now I will have to take this dangerous step, as she knew that she will not listen. So then she told Eva to spend the night here. "Do not take such a dangerous journey at night. Continue your journey in the morning." On her saying this, Eva went to sleep, and after some time, Martin said to his mother, "Mom, I will also go with Princess Eva." Hearing this, his mother said, "You have been foolish. I will not let you go in such a dangerous situation." Then Martin said, "Mom, we cannot let the princess go alone, right?" Seeing Martin being so stubborn, his mother could not understand anything, and she mixed sleeping pills in Martin's tea and made him drink it. Martin woke up late in the morning, and when he asked his mother about Eva, he came to know that Eva had left in the morning. Martin suspected that it was not his mother, but a trick played on him. Now he could smell the fragrance of the princess. While following the fragrance, he reached a place and found the handkerchief of the princess. When he was sitting holding the handkerchief, his mother said, "Martin, don't you have any work to do today? Why are you sitting like this?" Listening to his mother, he started cutting wood, but he was feeling as if the princess's horse was the princess herself. His thinking was absolutely right. In a few seconds, the princess's horse came there, seeing which Martin understood that the princess is definitely in some danger. That is why the horse has come back alone. He ran inside the house and wore his clothes. He had decided to save the princess. At first, his mother tried to stop him, but then seeing his firm decision, she gave him a shield for his rescue and also gave him some food items. And then Martin went to save the princess through dense forest. Finally, he reached the area from where those long hills started, behind which was Sharon's palace. This horse was not going further. Then he remembered his mother's word that that place is so dangerous that animals are afraid to go there. Now he understood that this horse will not go further. He will have to travel further alone, checking the paths with his axe. He reached a door inside which there was a small road and another door. That door was made in the shape of Sharon, and a goblin, i.e. a sow, was sitting in the ear of Sharon's statue, who understands Martin as soon as he sees him that Martin is blind, and says to fool him, "I am the guard here. You cannot leave from here without giving me something." Martin got confused and said, "I am just an ordinary blacksmith. I do not have any coin to give you." Then Gobble asked, "What is in your bag?" He said, "Just food and drink." Kay's mouth started watering. Martin now kept a shell at a distance so that Kay could pick it up. Kay did not know that it was a goblin. When Kay tasted the shell, he found it very interesting, and out of greed, he started entering Martin's bag. Martin understood the sound that there is someone here, and he quickly caught the goblin. He was surprised to catch such a small one. Martin said to him, "You are so small, you tell such big lies and also commit theft." Kay said, "Actually, I feel very hungry and do not get food for many days in the forest. How can I leave such good food?" Hearing this, Martin laughed, and Martin gave him another shell. Kay also decided to help him happily and told him, "I know you have come here searching for the princess. On the way you will meet a witch. She will help you, and it will be easy for you to reach the princess. But yes, remember, don't get caught in the clutches of that witch, and if the witch takes you to her house, then definitely take her cat with you." After listening to her word, Martin continues his journey, and we see that Goblin was still following him. While walking just to get food, Martin comes across a river, which he had found with his axe. To estimate the depth of this river, he throws some stones lying around and finds out that this river is not very deep. He can cross it. He crosses the river by taking off all his clothes and starts his journey again after wearing clothes. As soon as he crosses the river, at a short distance, he finds that beach, that dyeing, about which Goblin had told him. This fridge was of a very strange shape. When Martin asked him about the princess, he said, "Actually, I don't remember much. Some princess must have come here, but I don't remember where she must have gone." She writes down everything in her diary. "If you want to find out, you can come to my house and I will read from the diary and tell you where she has gone." The gullible Martin went to her house, influenced by her slurred talk. The witch went and made him sit on a stool and thought in her heart, "Today we will get to eat the meat of this blind man." To trap Martin, she mixes anesthesia in the milk and gives it to Martin. As soon as Martin hears this, he feels something is wrong and also remembers all the things said by the goblin, that he should be careful of this old woman. Now he used his brain and said that I am hearing voices from outside. Shahid Bhai is calling me. The witch ran out very fast, thinking that today she has found 2 more prey. Meanwhile, Martin replaced his milk with the witch's milk, and when the witch came back, she said, "There was no one here. You must have misunderstood. Come on, drink the milk quickly." Martin also drank the milk, and then he started pretending to be unconscious because he knew that the witch would not agree like this. Witch now happily started lighting the fire. She would cook Martin, but in the meantime, she herself fainted when she regained consciousness. So Martin had her hanging over boiling water. He said, "Tell me about the princess, or else I will make soup of you." The witch got scared, and she told Martin the truth about the path the princess had taken. After this, the witch said, "Take me down," but Martin left from there without letting her down. Martin started moving forward. Difficulties were increasing on the way. These hills were bringing difficulties at every step. Firstly, this hill was very high. Martin was having a lot of trouble climbing up. Now here, the goblin said to help him that the hill on which you are climbing is very deep. If you fall, then you will get stuck, and it will not be easy to get out. But Martin kept gathering courage, estimating the heights with the axe. He kept climbing upward. From behind also. He picked up an axe lying nearby and broke his rope and became free. She immediately started talking to someone in the mirror, and it was none other than Hojo, to whom she told that I think your debt will be broken now. Hojo said, "What nonsense are you talking about? You know I have paid that debt. I am the real Safar who has been alive for 1,000 years. I am the magician who gave that wine. I have not died yet, so how can that wine break?" Then the old woman said that if someone spends a day with Sharon without seeing her, then his wine will break, and now a man named Martin. This wine of yours will break because he is blind, and he is going towards the palace of the city. Hearing this, he got very angry and immediately shouted shouting his black magic, he left black smoke and immediately came after Martin. At this time, Martin was on a strange hill on which it was difficult to climb. Martin did not lose courage, and slowly taking steps, he started climbing up while singing his full tune. Seeing this blind man climbing up, Zafar got surprised and worried, and with his magic, he first turned the goblin here into stone, who could see him and help Martin, and then he also threw Martin down the hill. Before he hits the ground and something happens to him, Ginny tells him in the voice of the magician Zafar Kobling that you were about to fall down and I saved you with my magic. Thank me. Martin thanks him for this. In the voice of Goblin, this magician tells him again that as long as King Sharon is alive, his wine will also remain alive. If you go there and kill King Sharon, his curse will end. You will save the princess as well as the king. Hearing this, Martin thanked this wizard for giving him this advice and started his journey again. Finally, he climbed up such a narrow and difficult hill that he could not climb. Finally, he finds the ruined palace of King Sharon. On going inside, everything was made of stone because the king had seen these things. Here, many people had also turned into stone statues who had looked into his eyes. So he reaches ahead holding on to these stone statues. On reaching a statue, he smelled something similar to the princess's clothes, and he understood that this was the princess. Sharon was now surprised to see this man. The king had turned his face towards Sharon, and the king had also turned to see him, but still he did not turn into stone. Sad Sharon is surprised and asks him, "Why did you not turn into stone?" Martin tells that because I am blind, I cannot see you. Sharon has also come here to break your curse. He was fed up with this life for 1,000 years. He asked Martin, "What way do you have to break the curse?" Martin told that I have come to know from the goblin that if you are punished, then your curse will be broken. Tired of their life, the townspeople bowed down in front of him and told him to kill me. If this is good for everyone, then kill me. I have not done anything bad to anyone till date, but still, if I am punished for this thing, then punish me. Martin even picked up an axe to kill him, but he did not like killing Sharon. He told Sharon, "You have not killed anyone till date, have not done any injustice, then why should you be punished like this?" Hearing all this, now suddenly the magician Zafar comes in front of them. He says to Martin, "You did not kill him. You ruined my whole plan. Now see, I will tell you." He lifts Martin and throws him down with his black magic. Martin stands up immediately and says, "I understood at that time that it was not the goblin, but someone else who was speaking. Thank God I did not kill the king. Otherwise, I would have committed a big crime." Hearing these words, the magician got very angry again, and he caught Martin in his black magic. When Martin was about to die, the magician threw him on the ground again and said that I will kill you by making you suffer. Sharon threw his axe near Martin, who was writhing in pain. As soon as the axe touched his feet, Martin understood what he had to do. Here, the magician was also preparing to kill Martin in one go, and he had also told this to Martin. Before he could do his magic and kill Martin, Martin suddenly picked up the axe and threw it in his chest while swinging it, due to which the black magic of this journey starts to burn here. After this, as soon as Martin takes out the axe from his chest, the magician dies, and black smoke spreads all around. His body also gets mixed in the black smoke, and a small mouse is left here. It was trying to escape from here. But then Martin's cat, which Martin had brought from the witch's house, catches and eats that mouse, and thus the story of the journey ends for Raja Sharan. His curse and debt also gets broken, and all the people who were made of stone here also come together. They become normal. Sharan was very happy to see Martin's bravery. He was free after 1,000 years, and the reason for this was only Martin's bravery. He asked Martin, "Tell me, what is your wish? I will fulfill it right now." Martin said, "I just came here to save Princess Eva." Apart from this, Kuchnahi also liked his self-respect, and he said, "I know you will not ask for anything yourself, but I know what you need the most at this time." He gives Martin the light of his eyes here. Martin was seeing the whole world for the first time and was very happy. They were about to leave, but then he said to them, "Wait, I have grown old now. I will die soon. My kingdom will be left alone. That is why, from today, I make you and Princess Eva the king and queen of this place. I give my kingdom in your hands." Hearing this decision, everyone becomes very happy and promises both of them that soon they will meet their family and come back here, and they will take care of everything here. Eva also asks for a wish to cure her dad, and he fulfills her wish too, after which he drops both of them near their house. When they returned home, everything had become as before, and the king had recovered and taken care of all his affairs. Everyone was at peace and happy. Seeing this, Princess Eva also became happy, and her dad also started feeling proud of her. In the end, it was shown that Martin and Princess Eva got married, after which he started ruling Sharon, and thus the story had a happy ending.